coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and secures the catch.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Now on first down from the 30. Catch in the middle, it's Ross.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
First down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch.
Get that one out to my guy.
32, and they pick up another first down.
Good enough for first down.
Hola, bitch. Hola, bitch. You know what?
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Hard running there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier.
They're doing like you like 350 pounds, nigga.
Nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation might see a shot play. They give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going.
Get that John on it, huh? You just got all that? That's cool.
They've got a first down here to open the period. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Like these niggas,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh,
Able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
we about to get this
Nice job
shit
by the
crap.
defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in
Better
the
kick
air.
that, get you some
Nice
points,
job
boy.
getting to the quarterback, putting some
Stop playing
pressure
these
on him,
games.
hitting him,
The
forcing
hell
the
no?
incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the
thinking he's
grab
supposed
and
to-
took it on in for the score.
About to stick him out. I'm letting him do his thing.
So many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the
My
football,
guy covering while I was covering the
takes it in
tight
the
end.
end zone. What a nice weapon
Should have
to
known
have
he
on
was
your
doing
team.
something that you feel is can work. I got it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. CLEMSON ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Handoff to the single running back. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. To the air, it's Allard. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes in the 9.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Back-to-back sacks. That's the way you respond defensively. Love it. Getting after the quarterback, even though this is running time, running situation.
No, you do that shit again.
This defense was not fooled. They were ready for the pass. They were studied up.
No, you do it
Sacks,
again.
back-to-back plays.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted to stop the threat.
Gotta be so careful today because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Shakes off the defender. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The running back has it. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught down.
Oh, challenge it.
You
only need 140 pounds.
And just like that, they're out of trouble.
But he got 2 in.
Big catch.
Let him show it.
Down, going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
Yeah, bro, you go, nigga,
Spun that
damn,
wheel of
boy.
fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Got his man. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And that is another first down.
Excuse me.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Shit. Okay.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
It's that young weeds.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
You know what I'm trying to do? Tell me. Tell me right now. If
So
you,
the offense is going to go
tell me
for
right
it on
now.
4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And they finally
Was it that play?
But this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Got a man. It's Williams. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Looking downfield, it's Allen. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working that left side. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. That's caught. It's Pena. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Penn State! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You out here sliding, huh? You got it.
Execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Yes.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he eluded Defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers.
Circle
And
over
that was
there
a
open
big
too.
touchdown because it
I don't know what
keeps
the hell you
this
was
thing
doing.
within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And that'll do it here in the second quarter.
We needed that. You get the ball. You get the ball, huh?
The studio. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're
going over the top. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again.
It's not a way to start off the half.
He's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. It's complete, and he will score.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical.
Eat that shit, Kim.
Precision
Eight.
using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely
Here we go again.
no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing.
This momentum is too crazy. It's over. It's about to get ugly.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a
What's up with your boy Marcel? Do you be playing with him still?
That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much.
You still be playing with your boy Marcel?
Sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some.
I say you still be playing with your boy Marcel?
Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last
I just got your quarterback out there nervous, bro.
There was no way that football should have gone there.
They got
He could
those
have
seen
gotten off of
ghosts.
that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So you said it's time to dominate?
Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Got a man, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Touchdown, Clemson! They look finished, but they're all the way back as they have the lead. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
Got it mixed up,
so,
boy.
I gotta come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So
John Elway gonna throw another interception. You need to put him on the bench.
The running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Going back to work on offense now. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Try to get it to the edge. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some
I should have stayed with my guy, try to get to the closest guy.
What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking deep.
Ooh, we tried it.
Incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Clemson.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Williams.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quick completion on the out route. to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Yes, sir.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. It's a reverse.
What the hell was that?
Down he goes after losing 6.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball
They
goes
try to
away
come
from me, I
with
don't
the
just
trickery,
chase
huh?
blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the
They're trying to
speed,
do it.
the
That's
close,
joking.
and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Under fire. And he will be sacked.
Nobody was open. He was probably about to throw a pick.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down. You set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll return it from the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop.
Not that
That's
one.
where
Not
they'll
that
put it in play.
one.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen.
I hate when they do that. Like, you trying to throw it to the guy. You trying to hit it to the guy. Like, what team you on, nigga?
Get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Got a wide open receiver. And he's slipped through the crowd and hit Touchdown, Clemson.
Damn.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive.
Damn.
Well, there are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy.
I caught you in your special deluxe defense. Let me see how you just standing there, sitting there.
Touchdown late. They've got a 2-possession lead.
That nigga was by his lonesome.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Damn, wasn't you up 21-7 on me?
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing. Brings it in down the left side. Turning it on.
He's still up, though.
Touchdown, Penn State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
You know you ain't gonna better stop me.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the range is hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Takes a hit as he fires.
Johnny on the spot. Set the scene to throw right to me.
They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Allard. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming
Decisions, John Elway.
You struggle protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down a possession here in the 4th. And
Decisions, Johnny.
on this 4th down.
You got that Texas coming?
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to
I was
keep
looking.
that drive going, and they
I was looking.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One
I was
possession
looking
game.
for it.
Every critical down and distance is going to matter.
Got it
And that
right here.
4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and
Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
Still left a lot of time out there for you.
3 receiving touchdowns. Hey,
Get your John Elway on, like you said.
We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Gonna take a shot.
Ooh.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're
Got his
passing
like
the
14.
football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right?
It was a good effort, though, brother.
Try to bleed the clock, but this offense, man, it's still pedal to the
It
metal.
was a good effort, though, brother. You play a little bit better today.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be
You made a ballot effort.
Placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident.
These Clemson Tigers is something special, brother.
It would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer.
Nah, he played JUCO a couple of years, so they gave him his years back.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Aller. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this
Let me
game.
get this last one sack
Timeout
right
is
here, guys.
called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offense.
GG's, my guy.